Hi, and welcome to the newest edition of the J-Karp Show. Today we will go through each of the NFL Divisional playoff games with my predictions. So first off, we have the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos facing off at Gillette Stadium. Last week, the Broncos stunned everyone by defeating the heavily favored Pittsburgh Steelers 29-23 in overtime with a Tim Tebow 80-yard pass to Demaryius Thomas. The Broncos' passing game is what won that game, not their running game. But for them to beat New England, it's going to be all up to their defense. Champ Bailey is going to have the best game of his career because he's going to most likely go up against Wes Welker. Now, when these two teams met back in Week 15, the Broncos were impressive early, going 16-7 lead, taking a 16-7 lead. After that, reality set in, and the Patriots got 27 unanswered points and won 41-23. Brady threw for 320 yards with 2 scores, while Tebow threw for 194 yards and ran for 93. The Patriots' offense is the best in the AFC, whether you want to admit it or not. With weapons like Deion Branch, Wes Welker, and Rob Gronkowski, expect them to pass for most of the game. But their weakness is their defense, which is just flat out horrible. I'm not even kidding. It is just a horrible defense. It is, with the Packers, as the worst defenses in the league. They were ranked 31st in the league in pass defense. So that means that Tebow will need to take full advantage of their weakened secondary if he wants any chance. And if the Patriots do a good job of defending the run, this game should be a repeat performance of the previous meeting. Now, as much as I think it's not impossible for the Broncos to win, I predict the Cinderella story will definitely come to an end tomorrow night. Look for the Patriots offense to score often and early and not give Tim Tebow enough time for a comeback. Now next we have the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Now last week, Houston dominated Cincinnati to win their first ever playoff game. Led by TJ Yates, they just stormed down the field, especially with the 40-yard bomb to Andre Johnson. And in my opinion, the Texans have the best running game of all the playoff teams. They also have a strong receiving corps with Andre Johnson, Kevin Walter, and Jacoby Jones. However, they are up against the best defense in the league. The last time these two teams met in Week 6, the game was closed through the first 3 quarters. But the Ravens owned the 4th quarter, scoring 13 straight points to close out the game 29-14. Baltimore's defense was dominant, limiting both Arian Foster and Bente to just 90 yards combined on 24 rushing attempts. Both teams play very well defensively, so the difference will be which offense can score consistently. As much as I like TJ Yates, and honestly I like him more than Tebow, I think rookie signs will catch up to him. The pressure being in this high-profile game will come to him. The line won't block well, and the Ravens' stout defense will just get the best of him, forcing him to throw the bad passes to the secondary. It goes without saying they will need to have a huge day running the ball, as far as the Texans go, if they are going to have any chance of winning. But I think the Ravens' defense will also shut their running lanes, which will more than likely result in a victory for the Ravens. As for their offense, Ray Rice is going to have to play his best. Flacco is a good quarterback, but he is too inconsistent. So they need to also rely on their running game if they're going to have any chance of winning. Next up, we have the New Orleans Saints versus the San Francisco 49ers. And boy, I'll tell you, I'm excited for this game. It'll be interesting to see a classic strength-on-strength matchup. The best defense versus the best offense. The Niners' defense has been one of the best. This week they faced Drew Brees and a Saints offense who's playing better than any quarterback in football. New Orleans will not be able to run the ball. I don't care how good Darren Sproles is. The Niners only allowed 1 touchdown this season. They have the best run defense. You will not be able to run past them. The pass defense for the Niners is actually average. It's good, just average. They were 16th in the league on pass defense and allowed 230.9 yards per game. Now, expect Brees to top 300 this week and at least throw 3 touchdowns. The key for the 49ers to win this game will be Frank Gore. The Saints defense, although underrated, is not that good, especially on the run. and Frank Gore will have to get around the deep front four of the Saints to get good open running lanes, get past their weak secondary, and go in the end zone. The goal of the Niners is to shorten the game by running the ball and keep Breeze off the sideline. Because every second Breeze is on the sideline, the game is in the Saints' hands. Now, Gore should be able to find plenty of room against the Saints' D and score a couple touchdowns. But in the end, I see the Saints and Drew Brees pulling away a victory. Albeit not in it'll be a close game, though. Finally, we come to the New York Giants versus the Green Bay Packers. These two teams played one another in early December with one of the best games of the season, and the Packers won by a field goal, 38-35. Both QBs threw for more than 340 yards in that game. This one will be very similar. This is a pass-dominated league, and this game features two of the best quarterbacks in the league who are playing really well. The Giants would look to have the advantage on paper because they are better against the pass than the Packers, but the Giants don't have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has been more consistent than Eli Manning could ever dream of. Looks for Rodgers to end the day with at least 3 touchdowns and close to 400 yards passing. Manning is also, though, playing well, and as he ever has in his career. He will top 350 yards, but it won't be enough to take down the Packers at Lambeau. Manning's favorite target will be Hakeem Nicks. He threw to Nicks 12 times in the last game. Nicks will see a similar number of targets in this one and top 100 yards receiving. As for the running game, the Packers have none. They don't. They have good third and one situations, but it's not going to be the running game that's going to affect this game for the Packers. It's going to be their pass. Giants running game, on the other hand, isn't that outstanding, but still doing pretty good. So to summarize my picks for this week, I have the Packers, the Ravens, the Saints, and the Patriots. I have all of them going to the AFC and NFC championships next week. And besides the Patriots-Broncos game, I think all these games this weekend will be very close. Now, before we go, I just have one quick thing I want to mention to everybody. For those of you that don't know, Jeff Fisher, former Titans coach, is the new Rams head coach. This is the first step in a long rebuilding process for the Rams that will eventually generate many more wins. Now, don't forget in the comments section below, just tell me what you thought of the show, your predictions, and I will get back to you. Thanks for listening to the J-Karp Show, and I will see you next week.